Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream, and I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, I'm Kimberly Brock, and for the last 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. And so now I'm on a mission to help other women just like you do the exact same thing. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Hello, everyone. It's Kimberly. This is episode 15. And just like I promised you, I'm giving a shout out to reviewers of this podcast. And today I'm taking a review from Apple Podcasts. And I want to thank JC May for this awesome review. It makes me smile so big. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart, JC May, for taking the time to write this clear and thought out review. The title is An Authentic Business Podcast, which right there makes me so happy because I don't know if you're like me, but there is a ton of inauthenticity in the world that we're in and the media that's thrown at us and the other podcasts and other things. And my whole goal is to be authentic in this process. So thank you for that title. But real quick, the review is Kimberly's podcast is as authentic as it gets. I've listened to a lot of business podcasts over the year, and sometimes I walk away feeling like the hosts and guests talked for a whole hour without actually sharing anything tangible or helpful. She's Just Getting Started provides actual, valuable business education for business owners. Take a listen. You'll love it. And Kimberly as the host. Thank you so much, JC May. It means so much to me that you did that. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're listening and you do value this podcast, you do like it and you appreciate it and it's helping your journey, will you please leave a review? Because it helps me solidify that I am doing the right things and I'm being seen as the way that I want to be seen and want to be heard, and that it also, Apple Podcasts will share it with others just like us who need some good, authentic information, solid information for their business journey. So thank you all so much for doing that. I see that others have been reviewing, and I just cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. So on to the episode. I hope y'all enjoy it. Well, hello there. I'm so thankful you're here today because I think it's going to, I hope it's going to give you a wake-up call for a minute. I just want to say one thing. Stop getting sucked in. And you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. And you probably already know what I'm talking about. There are ways that you are getting sucked in as a business owner, wasting time, not being productive, and not focused on what your real mission is. And you keep getting distracted. I know last week, if you heard my episode with Mary Hodges, we were talking about this topic, how we all get distracted and we don't kind of get in our, she called it a flow state. It's your productive state where you're feeling creative, you're feeling like that you're in a zone. And so many people miss out on that because they're getting so distracted. For example, we know if you've got kids or nieces and nephews, grandkids, you know how distracted they are from life by the devices that they hold in their hands. And so today, to you, from business person to business person, stop getting sucked in and distracted and taking your eye off the prize. And the prize is you building a thriving business based on those people that you know you want to serve. Many of my listeners have a passion for something. They have some type of talent or gift or strength that they want to share with the world to make an impact on others' lives. And it may not even be that the exact product that you're selling is what you're super passionate about. It may be the way that you treat your customers and the relationships that you create with your customers that is so personally fulfilling to you and gives you a sense of accomplishment and purpose and value. So for all of you today, stop getting sucked in to all these things that are distracting you from your mission. And I want to give you a few examples of ways that we're getting sucked in. Number one, we're getting sucked into thinking that our businesses have to be like everybody else's. And Mary and I in last week's episode talked about this exact topic, that you need to question the rules. You need to stop and think. Just move back, zoom out. What is it that you really want out of this business, right? You want to make money doing something you love, making an impact on others in some way. And what are the ways that you feel comfortable doing that? And I know many of you may not know right off the top of your head. Maybe you're just starting your business, or you're kind of in it and you're feeling like you're floundering, or you don't know exactly where you should focus. On episode 13, I talked about ways that you can start from the top, what your overall mission is, then set out your goals and why, and then how you are exactly going to tackle those goals. And there was a free printable, set of worksheets. So I suggest you may want to go back and listen to that. Again, it's episode 13, so you can map it out and know what you need to be doing and how you need to be going about it so that you are accomplishing the big picture goals. Do not get sucked into thinking that your business needs to be like mine or like someone else's down the street, because only you have that special sauce that can present your products and services your way. And if you're trying to be just like someone else, you're not standing out and you're not being valuable. The whole reason that you're a value is because it's you, because it's your take on it. And there's people out there that want to experience your product or service the way you're presenting it. And your goal is to find those people. Your goal is not to be like the competitors. Your goal is to be you while you're finding the people that appreciate the things that you appreciate. Okay, so I just wanted to stop you and say, don't get sucked into that idea. Even though we're seeing all these formulas and ways that we need to build our business, sure, yes, there's certain foundations and certain basic things you should be doing. But how you go about it is your way, is the freedom to do it the way that feels authentic and right to you, and that you can actually push forward and not feel like a salesperson, but know that you're actually making a change, making a difference in people's lives. So that's the first thing. Please don't get sucked into that. If I work with you personally, we're going to map out what your goals are, and I'm going to get to know you so that we're crafting your strategies for you and your business success, not to match your competitor's success. Okay, so just rest assured with that. The second thing to not get sucked into, there is no magic pill, no secret ninja business tactic that is going to make your business succeed. There's not. And it really takes a symbiotic relationship between all the things that you have to make this business successful. Okay, so think about Oprah Winfrey for a minute. She has always come out and said publicly that she struggled with her weight. And I heard her one time say this, and I have never forgotten it. She said, if there was a magic pill, I would have bought it because I can afford it and because my weight has been such a struggle for me. Let me tell you right now, there is no magic pill for weight loss, and there is no magic pill for your business success. It takes all of the working parts to work together to make this business thrive in the way you want it to thrive. Because your definition of success may be different from my definition of success, which may be different than the other people in our Facebook group that are talking about the ways that they want to be successful. Everyone's definition of success is different. So don't get sucked into those magic pills, because their definition of success may be, I need to make $100,000 this month, and here is a super quick way to do it, and it won't take you time. But is their business going to last? Is it sustainable? I mean, it makes me think of too, I don't know why I was just thinking about this weight loss, but with The Biggest Loser. Have I talked about this before? I think I did on another episode, that they lose so much weight those first days, but what they're doing is not sustainable. They're cutting their calories so much. They're exercising for like 8 hours a day. I'm sorry, that's not sustainable in your life. So magic ninja tactics, a lot of them are not sustainable, but they're also just not really ninja tactics. They're actually information that's already out there. So don't get sucked into that. If you're researching online, I mean, this is mainly where I see these bold claims is online, and it makes me sad because I realize that all of us as business owners are vulnerable, and we want to be vulnerable in a positive way, that we're willing to ask for help and that we know that we don't know everything. I don't want us to be vulnerable in the way that we will succumb to every offer and download and course and person out there that is telling us we can be successful here pretty quick. I want to make sure you're seeking out authentic people that know what they're doing. Maybe you have a business mentor. Maybe you have a group of friends. Maybe you have a mastermind. And by the way, those friends, maybe they're business owners, ways that you can trust the information that you're getting. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and why that review that I said at the beginning meant so much to me, because I am so sick of the inauthenticity and the barrage of marketing that is thrown at us as business owners. And as I said, it breaks my heart, because at least I've been in this business long enough to be able to discern, for the most part, right? I can fall victim too, but for the most part, who is a trusted source and who is not. And please, promise me right now, you're not going to get sucked in to anything that is marketed to you for any quick fix to your business, that you're going to build it right with solid foundations the right way, and you are going to honestly and ethically build your business so you can enjoy it for years to come and keep doing what you love to do, right? Okay, don't get sucked into that. The third thing I don't want you to get sucked into is all the endless time wasters. And again, Mary and I on the last episode talked about that, how we can sit down, get on social media, because we have to get on social media for our business, but we get sucked in looking at everything and reading ads and trying to get more information, but we can get sucked in and waste our time. Make sure you are blocking out times in your day to be on social media and doing those things that are important to business, but that don't suck you into a vortex of time-wasting activities that are not imperative to your business. I mean, that's the test. While you're sitting there doing what you're doing, is this imperative to the success of my business? And if you scrolling through Instagram or reading Facebook at that time is not imperative to the success of your business, then turn it off. Put on apps that limit your time if you can't control it. Make sure that what you're doing is imperative to the growth and the success and the future of your business, so you can keep doing what you love. The last point I wanted to make, the last thing I don't want you to get sucked into, is doing every single thing on your own. There is one disclaimer though. The one disclaimer is that I know some of you, when you start, you literally have no money to get going. And I totally 100% get that. And you're trying to be wise, and you are going to have to take on certain things, but you're going to have to do it in a way that's smart and talk to somebody. You are going to have to get some help, because if you
only rely on online sources, it's going to be hard to discern what's the right type of information for your specific business, for your definition of success. So that's why one reason I started our free Facebook group community. Start with Kimberly Brock as my handle. You can go there and join. I'll have a link in the show notes too. You can join it. It's a group of us, business owners that are all trying to do it honestly, ethically, build our businesses right, and we need help from each other. I mean, let's face it. We need valuable, good, honest help. So that's what it's for. So I want to make sure that you're not just sitting there alone trying to figure all this out. It's important that you get help from people that you know. And I want you to know too, I'm here. If you can't figure it out, I can be a great resource for you to give you your big overall strategy. Let's map it to your goals, and then let's map out exactly what you need to be doing. People like me are not a huge financial investment, but it can be huge for the direction of your business, so you don't make any mistakes that either we have made or we've seen other business owners make that can really cause their businesses to fail. I don't want your business to fail. I also don't want you to go at it alone. So make sure you've got trusted people around you that you, as I said, are vulnerable only to the point of being, what's the word? Humble enough to know that you don't know everything. And that sometimes you are going to have to pay money to get help, and get help from authentic people who actually care, who are actually in it for the same reasons that you are. I just love all you guys. I love that you're building a business and accomplishing something for yourself, that you're creating something so special for your life, for your family's lives, and for the impact that you want to make on those that you serve. And so I don't ever want to see you get sucked in. And I'm so tired of how we are getting bombarded with so much junk and just stuff thrown at us 100 miles an hour. And it's hard to wade through it all. So I want you to know that my goal here is to be authentic and to give you real advice and to tell you the truth. That there isn't a magic pill. There's no one exact right path to building a successful business, or we would all have really successful businesses. There's a lot of grit, a lot of hustle, a lot of hard work, a lot of planning, and a lot of strategy so you can ensure you're doing the right things. So please don't get sucked in. Don't waste time doing things that aren't fruitful for your business. And make sure you are seeking out help from those you trust. And I want you to know, myself as a business coach and a strategist for people like you, I'm taking all my experience and I'm bettering myself every day. I have time set aside every day to learn more about our industry. And yes, it's from my trusted sources and from industry news and everything. And I try to put it all together so you don't have to spend time doing this and you can focus on your business. So that's it. You are amazing for doing what you're doing. Running your own business is hard work. I'm so happy you're here. You can, again, join our Facebook group. Everything is in the show notes, so you can go down there, link to the Facebook group. If you want to leave a review, like I said earlier for the podcast, that'd be amazing. But everything is there, so you can do it. And I'm so glad that you are here. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.